Steal the exact system lottery players are using daily that is proven to be 23 times more profitable than any lottery game you know. Discover the fully demonstrated foolproof formula. Get winnings of $1,548, $3,542, and even $8,425 every month. At least $43,500 extra per year in pure profit, even if you've never bet before, especially if you've never bet before. Watch as I'm forced to deliver real-time live video proof on camera. This will blow your mind. The best part, you don't have to be an expert at the lottery or sports betting or anything complicated to use this new system. Actually, it's recommended if you've never made a bet before. So you don't need thousands of dollars to start, not even hundreds. We dare to say that you won't have any losses in the first 5 months, almost guaranteed. This system is proven to mathematically work on more than 3,253 people and counting. It works every single time like clockwork. So glad I found this awesome system, very reliable, and brings in big, consistent profits every month. I will be a member for a very long time. That's from Andrew. My bankroll is increasing by 300% every month. This is the best system I've ever used. It works like clockwork every time. From Nick in Las Vegas. The most unique system I've ever seen. Thanks so much for an honest system. Sports betting has never been so fun. From Leo. Your risk is close to zero. Warning, this is not a get-rich scheme. If you want to win millions, this message is not for you. You can keep following your pipe dreams of winning the Mega Millions, Powerball, or all those other stupid lotto games that rob you blind, setting dreams that just don't exist. But if you really want to make almost guaranteed extra cash for you and your family using an ultra-proven tested method with a legal method, then watch this short free video now until it's too late. Dear friend, finally, you're in the exact right place at precisely the right time. In fact, you're right at the winning sweet spot of a trend. Heck, a tsunami that's going to leave more wealth in its wake than anything you've ever seen before. And I'm not kidding at all. You may not know it yet, but you've already got almost everything you need. And I'm about to arm you with the last missing pieces of the puzzle right here on this page. And when you snap those last pieces into place, you'll see why sports investing will turn into the fastest, most effortless money you've ever made with close to zero risk. How can I promise you that? Because I personally leveraged this exact sports betting formula to repeatedly pull in over $7,000 a month while investing just a few bucks. Even though I'm only 28 years old, with no genius brain, no training, and no unfair advantages or head starts of any kind. And I'm not some kind of sports betting wizard either. Believe it or not, I stumbled into sports betting my freshman year of college after I accidentally discovered a formula to win for 3 months in a row and multiply my investment times 23 after years of losing and bad streaks. I made this system years ago when I was trying to make some cash without getting a job. I was a part-time poker player and an addicted lottery player. I wasted hundreds of dollars a month on scratch-off tickets and buying quick picks for all the lottery games like Cash 4, Fantasy 5, Mega Millions. Month after month, I was broke and pissed off at the world. I had a lot of friends who bet sports and some won big, but most ended up losing week after week. I was pretty much in the same situation as them, winning from time to time, but nothing remarkable. After a while, I was about to quit. I felt like I was never really going to hit it big. Week after week, it was more like I was tasting, but not really getting to eat the cash pie. It was fun at that time, but the problem was this fun was squeezing all my money, and I couldn't afford it. Until one day, I was getting to the point where I didn't care too much. I had less than $100 in my pocket, and I started to bet like crazy, trying different methods with small amounts. All of a sudden, betting blindly, I started to win. It was not much. I was doubling my investment every 2 or 3 days. It gave me some hope. This lasted for 24 days in a row, and at the end, the amount was pretty big, $1,323.44. I felt that I was the luckiest person in the world. My friends were amazed too, and they believed that I was onto something and that I didn't want to share it with them. Now, I was finally able to eat from the pie. It felt awesome. To be honest, at that time, I had no clue why I was winning, and I didn't care. I assumed that it was out of luck. I wish this had lasted forever. It didn't. On the 25th day, I hit a bad streak and I started to lose. The next day, the same, and I continued into the same rhythm for 2 more weeks. Jesus, I lost all the winnings from the glory period, and even some extra money from my pocket. Now, I was really pissed. You know how it is. If you don't taste the easy money you get with the winnings, and you lose most of the time, you get used to it and you live with it. But if you smelled the cash, you felt the emotions of winning, and then you run into a really bad streak, it's a disaster. It happened to me. I had to figure out what was happening, why I had won, and why I had lost. It became obvious to me that it was not just luck. So I started to search for answers and solutions. I read all the books I could find online and offline. I even started talking to some of the guys from my college campus that were considered the sports betting experts, if you will. They were all saying that you have to watch for the games of the year, crazy parlays, or betting your whole bankroll on one game after solid research. I knew that those methods didn't work because I'd already tried those techniques before. I wanted something else. I wanted, as you would probably want today, a system that is proven to work in any conditions. A system that generates me more than $2,500 a month. A system that is easy to implement because I was not an expert. A system that works immediately, not in a year, not in a week. A system that is 100% legal and clean. I didn't want to get rich because I knew that it would have been impossible. And those who tell you that they're getting rich with sports betting are lying. When I was about to lose my hope, I discovered a little book that contained a very interesting betting method, adapted from blackjack. I found it very interesting. It's called the martingale system. When I was reading it, I realized that during the period that I'd won a lot, I was blindly using a modified version of this system. It was purely by chance, but it made me realize that I have to investigate some more. Based on the martingale system and all the good tips that I found in the other books that I read, I developed a pretty efficient system called sports cash system. I started out slow with a bankroll of less than $100, and pretty soon I got it to $600. Within 2 months, I had built my $600 to over $2,500. I then kept refining my system for months and months until I had it exactly where I wanted it. From there on, I was making thousands every month using my system of betting sports. I was having the time of my life winning on sports, paying all my bills, going out to bars, having fun. Before long, all my friends obviously were asking how I did it, what I did. I shared it with them, and before long, they were all winning. That's when I decided I was tired of the sports books practically robbing people, and I decided to release this system to the public. The truth is, without a system by your side, it's very hard to win what the odds that the sports book give you. By using this system, you flip the odds on them. This is not some get-rich-quick system. This is a system for people who want to make consistent profits from wagering on sports. We call ourselves sports investors, and I promise you, this is way more profitable than playing any type of lottery game. There's no games of the year, crazy parlays, or betting your whole bankroll on one game. This is a system designed for good bankroll management, following my wagering system, and then following my expert play of the day. This even works if you've never bet sports or you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, and it's way better than playing the lottery, trust me. It took me 3 years, but I turned that crazy idea into a system that pays out like a cash machine. A system that could never be stopped or saturated because it uses the best betting formula of all time that lets me consistently and methodically rake in hundreds of dollars, thousands, even more if I decide to increase the amount invested. A system that has helped most of my friends to win as I win and other hundreds of people worldwide. Here's the proof.
Hey there, my name is Josh, and I want to take a moment to tell you about the sports cash system. The last 3 months for me have been really amazing. I have really not had a lot of success with sports betting and things like that beforehand. And before trying the sports cash system, I knew absolutely nothing about it other than I was losing a lot of money. So I was really worried about how well it would work for me. I have to say, those worries, they're over. I now have, 3 months in, and I'm pulling over $4,000 a month, and I'm pretty much an expert at the whole sports investing thing. This has been really kind of the funniest and most interesting experience for me. It's been one of the most profitable hobbies I've ever had, And it's absolutely dead simple to follow, and it really makes money. So I want to say thanks a lot, Tommy. I'm a big supporter of you and your system, and I just want to say that you have an absolute new friend for life. It's been fantastic. Thanks so much, Tommy.
Hello, Justin here. So I'm a member of the Sports Cash system, and I love it. I just started off following the system for fun, but now I'm actually making enough money where it's turning into my own part-time job. The system is really easy to follow, and it's very profitable. Tommy's the man, and I'm so glad that I found this system. Keep up the good work.
And to do it all with little risk, no huge money to invest, no illegal stuff. It was what got me from a 10-year-old used car with a blown engine to a brand new BMW 6 Series when I turned 28 this year. In fact, you'll wonder why you bothered with lottery strategies and ebooks and crazy methods and impossible to win betting adventures and the rest of the things that you've personally tried just to make a quick buck. When all this time, there's nothing to figure out with sports betting. Just a simple formula that works for anybody, especially if you've never bet before. You'll find it's like the most insanely profitable, but usually for gurus only, cash cows. Winning the lottery big time, being a very experienced bettor with years of background who really makes money, and other fast sources to make good money fast. I've suddenly had all the complicated parts tossed out, leaving you with a clear, straight path to the money. And if you're like me, once you start seeing the winnings stack up in your accounts and the wire transfers and checks coming in, you'll never even look back at the lottery world again. It's almost impossible to win big, even if your odds are improved by so-called gurus. Introducing Sports Cash System. Here's why starting to bet small for fun and for small profits at first is the best way you'll ever find to break into huge money that sports betting has to offer you right now, and why I'm so sure the next generation of gurus and sports bettors are going to make big money by jumping on this wave before it explodes. The greatest part about sports betting using my proven formula, not just that it's so easy, but that the risks are very slim and close to zero. So once you start seeing the money come in, it never stops. After my first 1K a month, dumb, simple method of hundreds and thousands of dollars with sports betting, I promised myself that I'd never waste time with tricks again. Because those kinds of methods, like game of the year, crazy parlays, the betting an entire bankroll on a game, they never work for long. But that's exactly what the big gurus keep feeding you. Tricks. Investing thousands of dollars on bankrolls, crazy books, weird softwares. That'll take you at least 2 months to read or to learn how to use it. It's all just a bunch of gee-whiz mumbo-jumbo that distracts you long enough for them to pick your pocket one last time before they get out of town. And there's a good reason for that. Tricks are all they have left. All the easy money in sports betting game is gone. And you'd better believe the gurus know that. Maybe you noticed how many sports betting experts you've been running into lately, online, advertising their crap. Maybe you noticed some of the big honcho smart guys retiring to backpack the world or wander around in their motorhomes. It's because they've seen the writing on the wall and they're cashing out while they can. And they take your money. And that's huge for you because these fake experts are throwing in the towel right before the biggest wave ever hits the beach. This is happening right now. The old sports betting tricks are freezing over. The motherlode is going to the basics, winning more than you bet and winning consistently. And all the old school bettors are left shifting the deck chairs around before their ship goes down. In fact, in my opinion, this is set to be the biggest change of sports betting since the beginning of time. All those experts sitting pretty on top of big, lumbering winnings are in for a rough ride. Their time is over. And if you're just starting out new with nothing to unlearn, quit playing the lottery games because it won't take you anywhere. You're about to get in on the ground floor and skip right to where you should have been in the first place, having a proven, simple method that generates you some easy cash. And it's not just me saying it. There are hundreds of guys talking about my system. People like you who dared to go beyond and change their lives. And the facts prove that it's not just some fad. Because There are already more than 100 million Americans betting on sports and over 1 billion people worldwide betting on soccer and other sports, and less than 1% are winning consistently. Those who win consistently are using a plan, and they're using a solid sports system to help them profit consistently. Since you are going to be one of those few people to really get into sports betting with a solid system that has close to zero risk, you need to understand just how huge this is. Bookies and sports books pay each other more than $25 billion in winnings each year, and still they earn billions. Of course, the money comes from the people who lose. Be smart and be in the winning circle. More than 80 million people are betting online. Easy, fast, and accurate. Think about it. If you timed out how much of the day you spent doing unimportant activities that have no impact on your life, well, you could take 20 minutes to apply my formula and get winnings of $1,000, $2,500, or even more every single week with no risk. It gets even better though, because you're not competing with anyone. Nobody will hate you. The only competition you have is with yourself. It is up to you if you want to stop the nonsense with the lottery and all the other things you tried that don't work, and to start playing like the pros and getting sweet payouts like clockwork. What this all means is there's no better time to be a newbie than right now. Nobody has an advantage over you at this moment, especially not the gurus. But you have to take action right freaking now if you want to be one of the early movers, seizing the prime real estate and holding the high ground when this trend hits its peak. You've got time, but not much. So in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn yourself into a sports betting powerhouse before your bookie or online sports book knows what hit them. Here's the deal. You don't need to learn a whole new bag of tricks with sports betting. Everything from knowing the teams, the coaches, and crazy stats about the sport you decide to bet on. In fact, the system I've developed has the same efficiency even with those who hate sports. There's not many, but it's true. This system works for anyone worldwide. You can bet online or with bookies or casinos in person, as long as they have a sports book. Most people want to bet online because it's the easiest way, has the best odds, and you can find the games that we recommend to bet on fast and easily. So as long as you can turn on a computer, make a small deposit, and start following the system exactly as we tell you, then you can make consistent profits of $1,500, $3,500, or even much more per month. Don't worry, once you're inside the system, we show you how to do everything step by step. It's so simple that your grandma could do it. And once you're up and running, there's no need to go back to the drawing board every few months, because what works with my system stays working. No formula changing, no bad streaks, nothing. And if you're wondering why it took me so long to hit pay dirt, if it's so easy, a confession is that I made a huge mistake at first. A mistake you're going to save months and some big bucks by sidestepping from day one. In the beginning, I treated sports betting just like any other luck games, and it took me a while before I realized I could make lots more money by tapping into what smart people do most naturally and effortlessly in their bets. Once I solved the puzzle, the money for that brand new BMW didn't really take long to make, and I'm going to show you how to skip the being stupid part and go for the big money formula right away with 2 fast action steps that will let you bet smart and get you out of the stuck learning phase that drags most bettors down. Step 1. You start small with just a few bucks. Start using my sports cash system and you'll see the first winnings very quickly. The sports cash system uses a number of statistics, rules, and angles every single day of the month to ensure that we're always keeping every single player profitable. Let's say your overall goal is to turn your hobby of sports wagering into a hobby that ensures you're profiting $1,000 a month. Not a bad goal for average sports bettors. 30 days in a month times $50 equals $1,500. So you have to make sure that you win $50 a day, 20 out of 30 days, because 20 times $50 equals $1,000. Well, this is how you do it. You subscribe to the sports cash system and simply follow my sequence of bets. If we lose a bet, you simply increase your stake on the next bet to make up for the first bet and make sure that you're risking enough to win $50 on your next bet. It sounds simple. It is simple, but only if you know how to do it. And that's just a part of the formula. The most important part, you'll discover it a bit later. Without bragging, I can teach anybody in this world how to make a few $1,000 from betting on sports. It has been proven by so many guys until now, and this will definitely work for you too. Here's some short messages that I received from them. Okay, you've already put profits in your pocket thanks to the formula. Maybe not enough to buy a sports car with yet, but stay with me because you're about to get to the money phase of this two-step game, where the really life-changing winnings start rolling in. Step number 2. Once you subscribe to the sports cash system today, I'll give you my expert system that I've used to rake in profits for years and my top plays of the day to bet on every single day. That means that I do all the work for you. It's not enough to use the formula that I showed you at step 1. You cannot use it on any game, and you cannot use it blindly. You need a top play, and I'm going to give it to you. Every single day, like clockwork, between 6 p.m. and 12 a.m. later in the night, you're going to receive in your email the top play of the day, or the game that has the best chance of winning for the next day. Why not more than one? Because I only focus on giving the play that has the highest percentage of winning. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. I do all the hard work behind the scenes, and every single day, even if it's Christmas or Thanksgiving Day, I'm going to send you the top plays, period. I'm unique because other sports experts will just nickel and dime you to try and get you to buy as many plays as possible. My system only selects the top play of the day by using our system that combines trends, systems, angles, and our expert handicapping to release the top play possible. I've been performing this system for over 5 years now with great success. I have members that have been with me for years at a time and are very happy. I take lots of pride and responsibility in finding the absolute best play on the board every single day. I rarely lose with this system, and it's one of the top-rated sportsbook systems out right now. Also note that this is not a get-rich-fast scheme. My system is designed for those who will win consistently and continuously. What money do you need to start applying to my system? Well, the exact answer you'll find inside once you become a full member of Sports Cash System. Now, I can assure you it's small and that you can afford it for sure, because the system can be modified according to your budget. Okay, so how much is this going to cost me? These methods are so cutting edge that putting a price tag on this wasn't easy. You're getting a one-way on-ramp straight to the money and a virtual roadmap to get you right to the $1,000, $2,000, and even $3,500 months even faster than I did. Normally, I charge $200, $300, or even $500 to access a system this powerful. But I want you to see how powerful this system really is. So I'm going to let you try it out for less than a latte at Starbucks. That's right, for a small investment of $4.95 for you to try it out for 5 days. Then, if you like the Sports Cash System, you'll be charged our normal monthly membership of $149 after 5 days. Your membership fee will be $149 every month, and you can cancel it at any time, even during the first 5 days, and never pay another dime. It doesn't matter if you bet $50 a game, $100 a game, $200 a game, or even $1,000 per game. We charge every member the same low fee. Other sports scammers and services try to charge you $50 or $100 per pick. With us, you get our expert system that took years to develop and our top plays every single day of the week, 365 days a year for one low monthly price. We charge a monthly membership fee after the trial period, a small monthly membership fee compared to how much you're going to win, because we have a lot of expenses between our office, software, equipment, top sports experts in Vegas, team members, etc. Our monthly membership fee is small compared to how much you'll win if you follow my Sports Cash System correctly, as we advise you to. Considering the amount of money that people are making with this system and betting on sports in general, the system is a bargain at any price. Wait. It gets even better though, because if you act now, you'll also get free instant access to 2 first mover bonuses that are going to be off the table later if you put this off. They're valued at hundreds of dollars, and you'll find them inside the members area. Plus, you're completely covered by my no questions asked, and you can cancel the program anytime you'd like, 100% money back guarantee for a full 60 days. That means if at any time in the first 2 months, for any reason or no reason at all, you're not absolutely thrilled with the money you're making with Sports Cash System, all you have to do is shoot me a quick email at the address that you'll find inside the members area, and I'll refund every penny you paid on the spot. No hassles, no runarounds, and we part as friends. And the fast action bonuses are yours to keep no matter what. This is my way of saying thank you for giving the Sports Cash System a try. Same applies to the cancellation. You can stop the program anytime you want, but you won't do it because every day you'll receive exactly what you need to win some extra cash for you and your family. You need to move on this right now, though. The early bird bonuses are going to disappear fast. Here's how to order. Insert your email and click the Start Now for $4.95 button below. I understand that the time is now to get in on what's guaranteed to be the most consistent method to make extra cash from sports betting ever. And to prove to me that this is all real, I understand I'll even receive a proven system that I can plug in right away to start things off with a bang. I also understand that I get a 2-month guarantee and cancellation period in case I change my mind or don't like the system for any reason. But the bonuses are mine to keep no matter what. I'll see you on the inside. P.S. If you still haven't clicked the Add to Cart button to get started, think about this. The faster you jump on sports betting, the more profits you're going to make. Not just this week, but next week, next month, and next year. The sports betting shift has begun, and it's always the early adopters that cash in the biggest on these brand new trends. People who sit on the sidelines and put things off find the landscape changed and mountains that they won't be able to cross. So now that you know about this, what are you going to do about it? I hope you agree that you need to do something, and there are only a couple of options. Option number 1, continue lining the gurus' pockets for the latest secondhand tricks and read their boring ebooks and courses with content that has been gathered for free from the internet. Option number 2, become a member of Sports Cash System and profit from a system that does all the work for you, that has proven to work on hundreds of other people just like you, that is not boring, and it doesn't make you read or learn anything. You'll have everything you need at your fingertips. Remember, this system works for anyone worldwide. You can bet online or with bookies or with casinos in person, as long as they have a sports book. Most people will want to bet online because it's the easiest way, has the best odds, and you can find the games we recommend to bet on fast and easily. So as long as you can turn on a computer, make a small deposit, and start following the system exactly as we tell you, then you can make consistent profits of $500, $1,000, or even much more per month. Don't worry, once you're inside the system, we show you how to do everything step by step. It's so simple that your grandma could do it. You can do this. You can leave the lottery games behind and join the next generation of smart sports bettors with a solid system and an unfair first mover advantage starting today, if you get involved right now. PPS. Remember, you're getting the 2-step system you can cash in with right now without any theory to figure out, even if you've never made $1 before in your life. PPPS, you're totally protected by my 100% no questions asked guarantee for a full 60 days. So the only risk that is left is the risk that you'll wait too long and miss the most profitable opportunity to hit the internet in a decade. And the bonuses are yours to keep no matter what you decide later.